Hello, Namaste, good morning, and welcome to Sunday special Sunya Talk, where we study the ancient Indian text EKOTARA AGAMAS, which has been translated from Sanskrit to Chinese by Gautama Sanghadeva and is now being translated from Chinese to English by SIF Translation Department under the guidance of Dr. Lim. So today I have Dr. Rajesh with me in the studio. Welcome, Doctor.
Yeah, thank you so much, Harman.
Thank you so much for taking out the time so we can study the EKOTARA AGAMAS. Dr. Lim will also be joining us shortly.
Yeah.
Till then, we can quickly do our 920 meditation.
Yeah, let's practice Shunya.
So, some of you who don't know, we have also started Nikaya and Agamas in Hindi on Sunday and Saturday morning 8:30. So, if you want to tune in for the Hindi sessions, you can tune in at 8:30 in the morning. So, shall we start? Okay.
Yeah, let's start.
Okay. So today we are doing 19.1, chapter 19, the request. So we'll start with 19.1. EA 19.1, Brahma's request. Thus have I heard. One time, Buddha was staying in the country of Magadha, beneath the Bodhi tree at the place of practice. At that time, Buddha, having attained enlightenment not long before, gave rise to this thought. The profound dharma I have realized is difficult to understand, difficult to grasp, and hard to perceive. It is beyond conceptual thought, subtle and tranquil, and only the wise can comprehend it. Those who discern its meaning and practice it without weariness will attain joy. However, if I were to teach this wondrous dharma to people, and they neither believed nor practiced it, my effort would be in vain and bring harm. It is better for me to remain silent. Why should I teach the dharma? At that time, Brahma, dwelling in the Brahma heaven, perceived the Tathagata's thoughts from afar. Just as a strong man might extend or contract his arm, Brahma instantly vanished from the Brahma heaven and appeared before the Bhagwan. He bowed with his head at Bhagwan's feet and stood to one side. Then Brahma said to the Bhagwan, if the dharma is not expounded, this Jambudvipa will surely fall into ruins, and the beings of the three realms will be blinded. Since the Tathagata, the Samyak Sambuddha, has appeared in the world, you should proclaim the precious dharma. Yet now you hesitate to reveal the flavor of the dharma. I humbly request the Tathagata to widely expound the profound teachings for the benefit of all beings. Moreover, the roots of sentient beings are easily transformed. If they do not hear the dharma, they will forever lose the eye of wisdom. These beings are like the Utpala flowers, Kumuda flowers, and Pundarika flowers. Though they sprout from the earth, they have not yet risen above the water or bloomed. Some flowers gradually rise from the water, while others remain submerged and never blossom. Likewise, these beings, oppressed by birth, aging, sickness, and death, are on the verge of ripening. If they lose the chance to hear the Dharma and perish, is it not truly sorrowful? Now is the right time. May the Bhagwan expound the Dharma. Okay. So,
Oh, good morning, Dr. Lim.
Yeah, good morning. Sorry,
Yeah,
welcome, doctor.
late. Yeah.
No problem, doctor. We will continue.
So, this talk of Punarika, the
Yeah.
lotus there.
Yeah.
so here Buddha was saying that my effort would go in harm, go in vain, and it will bring harm.
Yeah.
How will this bring harm?
So, doctor, here when we started this, it started that Brahma is making a request to Buddha to teach, because Buddha said the profound dharma I have realized is difficult to understand, difficult
Yes.
to grasp, and hard to perceive. It is beyond
Yes.
conceptual thought, subtle and tranquil, and only the wise can comprehend it. Those who discern its meaning and practice it without weariness will attain joy. However, if I were to teach this wondrous dharma to people and they neither believed nor practiced it, my effort would be in vain and bring harm. It is better for me to remain silent. Why should I teach the dharma? Then when Brahma understands this, Brahma just comes down to Buddha to meet the Buddha, stands on one side and says, if the dharma is not expounded, this Jambu Dvipa will surely fall into ruin, and the beings of the three realms, the bottom three realms, will be blinded. Since the Tathagata, the Samyak Sambuddha, has appeared in the world, you should proclaim the precious dharma. Yet now you hesitate to reveal the flavor of the dharma. I humbly request the Tathagata to widely expound and the profound teachings for the benefit of all beings. Moreover, the roots of the sentient beings are easily transformed. If they do not hear the dharma, they will forever lose the eye of wisdom. These beings are like the Utpala flowers, Kumuda flowers, Pundarika flowers. Though they sprout from the earth, they have not yet risen above the water or bloomed. Some flowers gradually rise from the water, while others remain submerged and never blossom. Likewise, these beings, oppressed by birth, aging, sickness, and death, are on the verge of ripening. If they lose the chance to hear the dharma and perish, is it not truly sorrowful? Now is the right time. May the Bhagwan expound the dharma. Yes, doctor.
Yeah. Actually, this is just a drama between the Brahma and Buddha. No, this is acted out a drama. Because very difficult to teach, because the world is full of this worshipper. Now, worshipper is very difficult to teach them. Because they cannot see, they cannot hear, they cannot reason. Okay, this is very difficult to see. But the Brahma say no. Okay, they are like the lotus flower. The lotus, they are growing in a very dirty pond. They are very dirty pond. They are submerged under the water. But when they are submerged, when they get up, break through this thing, they produce beautiful lotus flower. Okay, this is like a sentient being. Okay, so when they don't understand the Dhamma, okay, they are like the lotus hiding in the mud. Okay, when they know the Dhamma, they practice it, they achieve the achievement, then they are like the beautiful this flower. So I think the Brahma that time have a very good saying, Okay, even the Sariputra, when I asked the Buddha to expound the Lotus Sutra, Buddha said, no, it's so difficult. Then the Sariputta said, no, there are some people with a little dust in the eye. Okay, so with a little bit clearing, they can see the truth. Okay, so they request Buddha to do this thing. So you see, when we are in this society, when we try to teach Sunya, not easy.
Yeah.
Not easy. We go everywhere, it's not easy. Okay, so what should we do? So we should look at the society. Many of them are under the mud. No, it's not our problem. Keep on teaching. Some of them remain submerged, but some of them, they will appear above the water. This is exactly what I say. That's why this is a Punarika. this white lotus is of special meaning. Okay, to represent the teaching of Buddha is this thing, because it's from the mud, okay, but it's not soiled by the mud. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can, and Harman had a question
Yeah.
that why is Buddha saying that if I teach and if it goes out of vain, it'll do more harm than to help them. So there's this.
If you teach the idiot, no, he keep on slander you, keep on whack you.
I think, doctor, the worshippers are all those people whom has been taught the dharma, and they have taken it wrong. It has done more harm. The religion has done more harm than.
More harm.
Right.
You're
Okay.
telling something to them, they whack you, no. They
Wow.
They do not agree with you. Okay,
Totally.
they keep on talking about their God, They're talking about burning in hell forever. This worshipper, you don't talk to them, no. You're wasting your time. They're
Okay.
more harm. They keep on slander you, they keep on attacking you, no. So instead of helping them, you are leading them to hell, no. So better to lead the people, better keep quiet, keep mum.
So I think Harman, you got the
Yeah,
answer.
I got the answer.
So
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
let's continue, Harman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
At that time, the Bhagwan, knowing the thoughts in Brahma's heart and out of great compassion for all beings, spoke this verse. Brahma has now come to urge me. The Tathagata shall now open the gate of dharma. Those who hear will gain firm faith, penetrating the profound dharma essence. Just as from the peak of a high mountain, one can see all beings below, so now with this dharma, I shall enter the hall and reveal the dharma I. At that time, Brahma thought to himself, the Tathagata will surely expound the profound and wondrous dharma for the sake of all beings. Filled with joy and elation beyond measures, he bowed with his head at Bhagwan's feet. After paying his respect, he returned to the Brahma heaven. When the Brahma heard what the Buddha said, he followed it with joy.
But due to this very good act of Brahma, Buddha started. That's why Brahma is well respected. Okay, in Thailand, in China, in Japan, except in India now. This thing. So if you go to Thailand, many temples. In front of temple, you can see the Brahma, the four face. They call it four face Buddha. He's not Buddha. He's four face, no. With four face, then it's Brahma. You go to any temple in front, they have four face feature. And then one time when I am in Hong Kong, I go to one crossroad, then they put the Brahma right at the crossroad, looking to the four direction, okay, to help to bring down the accident.
Oh.
Okay, this thing. So Brahma is still well respected in Thailand, in China, and also in Japan. But of course, we are not promoting anything. Okay, in India, we just let Indian know. He contribute a lot by requesting Buddha to teach the Dharma, and he is the one who protects. He's the Dharma protector until today. So Brahma is taken as a Brahma protector here.
Okay, I think we can go to the next verse.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
19.2 Two extremes.
To extremes, yeah.
Thus have I heard. At one time, Buddha was staying in the Mirgdava deer park in Rishipatana, Varanasi. At that time, Buddha said to the bhikshus, there are two extremes that those who seek the path should not associate with. What are these two? They are indulgence in sensual pleasures, which is low, vulgar, and ignoble.
Ignorable,
Yeah. And
Ignoble,
and second,
Self-mortification.
self-mortification, which is painful, useless, and deluded. These are the two extremes those who seek the path should avoid. Having abandoned these two extremes, I discovered the middle path that leads to Samyak Sambodhi, giving rise to vision and wisdom, bringing peace to the mind, developing spiritual powers, attaining the fruit of the spiritual life, and ultimately realizing nirvana. What is the middle path that leads to enlightenment, gives rise to vision and wisdom, and brings peace to the mind? It is precisely this noble eightfold path, that is, right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. This is called the supreme path. Through it, I attained Samyak Sambodhi, perfect enlightenment, gained clarity and wisdom, found mental peace, developed spiritual powers, achieved the fruit of practice, and reached nirvana. Therefore, O bhikshus, you should learn to abandon these two extremes and cultivate this middle path. In this way, O bhikshus, you should train yourself. When the bhikshus heard what the Buddha said, they followed it with joy.
So even today in India, you find these two schools.
Yeah.
Okay, one school, you go for free sex. Okay, until today, they are there and they have sex openly, you know. They indulge in censure this thing. Okay, so I met with one lady, you know, she joined one of the sects at the age of 17, you know. I only asked her one question, do you involve in free sex? Usually she said yes, you know. Then I say, your life, your whole life will be ruined, you know. How to establish a normal family in the future? Okay, you have sex with 10 people, 20 people, you know, this freely, you know. Then later on, then you want to establish a normal family life. That's not possible. Another school, they modify themselves. They raise the hand and they will put it down until the hand becomes wood, you know. What have they achieved? Do they achieve anything? Does he become enlightened when the hand becomes wood? You know? No. Then no need that, no. Okay, even our fellow, this so-called this, I don't want to mention the thing. So they ask people to go and stay there for 10 days. Okay, not talking, not doing anything. They are practicing this aesthetic. Aesthetic, you know. You don't do this, you don't do that. You avoid this, you avoid that. Doing nothing, you know. That's aesthetic, you know. And that is this. Buddha is specifically against this law, and they practice it today. In the name of Buddha, no? In the name of Buddha. That's we see what happened to these people, no? They're using the name. It's very simple, no? You ask them where you get your practice from. Where do you get a practice from? From which Nikaya, from which district? Okay, they say they practice from a Satipatthana. Then you follow the Satipatthana properly. Satipatthana do not ask you to sit for 5 hours, 6 hours, doing nothing, you know.
Exert sufficiently. Exert sufficiently.
Do it sufficiently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not over exerting yourself, no. Then there's so many people that get crackle, come out, no. They emotionally break down. And in Taiwan and Malaysia, there are a few suicidal cases. After joining, they come back, they suicide, no. They mentally break down, then after they committed suicide. My goodness, what type of school is that? Okay, and they feel very proud. Okay. And you remember one of them even called us scout, no? They are the scout that they dare to call us scout. They're the idiots, no, this not idiot. That's why you would talk to them, you're wasting your time, no.
True.
That's why you should appreciate this Buddha. No. They are like stone, you know. They are stone. They are pure donkey, you know. This thing. They go there for 10 days. You did 10 years, no. You cannot bring them back.
True.
You cannot bring them back, no. Bye. They lost forever. We have a few staff going there, coming back until today, you know. This is the most difficult stuff that we are facing.
It's very true. Very true.
They are hard as stone, you know. Even you draw something, you say something, you know, they do not follow what you are doing.
I think, doctor, they go there with the eye, they become blind. They go there with the ear, they become deaf. They go there, they shut down all your things and come back.
Yeah. No thinking,
become worshipper.
No thinking. Then they sit there for 5 hours, 6 hours, then they claim the great achievement. Sitting down a stone for 5 hours, then this achievement. If that's the case, I think like the Vivalakati say, you know, I think put a donkey inside the forest. The donkey also feel happy, you know. Okay, there's what difference between you and a donkey. Okay, no, Zen is not sitting for 5 hours, no. Zen is not sitting for long hours. Zen is to understand, to see things clearly, okay, to interact with the society, to observe the Panchasila. Okay, this is Zen. Okay, but of course, sometimes we sit for 5 hours, to purify our mind. Then that's good, but not every day. We don't sit for 5 to 6 hours every day. No such thing. I saw someone now, they try to make it 5 hours a day. No, don't do that. No. This is over practice. This is over practice. Okay. Then unfortunately they try to mention Satipatthana. Then nothing to do with Satipatthana. No. Satipatthana make it very clear that you just observe sufficiently, you know, to practice. Okay. And there's so many methods in Satipatthana. No. Okay, observing your breathing, observing your senses, no? Yeah, the white bones, okay, they never do anything about the white bone practice, this thing. Then there's so many types of practice mentioned in Satipatthana. None of them is being practiced now. Yeah. Then they invented their own practice. They plug something for the air, okay? They said that this is from Buddha. And they claim that this is the pure teaching from Buddha. This is the purest practice from Buddha. They are the purest one. Other people fake it off. They are the Muslims. The only one, so the worshipper, suddenly become turn a believer. They're out, you know. They're out. Okay, this, that. And you try to argue with them. You're wasting your time. You take 10 years.
So, Doctor. I think the voice quality.
Yeah, I think continue.
Yeah.
Now, actually, now what Buddha said, instead of you go for the two extreme, you go for eight normal path. That's the right way. Okay. So even in India, you're very careful, you know. Many of the yoga school, many of these meditation school, they turn ecstatic, you know. They practice ecstatism. They go for extreme mortification of themselves. Mm-hmm. They try to torture themselves. They try to this thing. No. Get rid of this kind of practice. This is not the practice from Buddha. Mm-hmm. Buddha keep on talking about happiness in our practice. Where is such kind of mortification in your practice? No such thing, no.
Yeah.
You see, followed with joy. All the time with joy.
No.
Very good aesthetic.
Doctor, not only bhikshus followed it with joy, even Brahma who came, he also followed it with joy.
Not moving, okay, and my goodness, then cannot interact. No, we don't agree with them. They don't understand the meaning of vipassana. And they call themselves vipassana practitioner. We mean understanding, no. Vipassana means look into it. You look into it and understand clearly. You can't do vipassana. That has nothing to do with it for 5 hours not moving. So I think Nikaya is important. This Agama is important because they are the mirror. No? From there we can check those people whether their practice is right or not. You can check also. Compared to Nikaya, it's not found. It's not found there. Throw it away. Throw it away.
True.
Okay.
You see, in India nowadays, there's still so many meditation schools. There's so many Baba. Look at what they are doing. Either they go for the sensuous thing, okay, go for free sex, sensuous this thing, or even no free sex, so they're dancing, they're drinking, okay, they're shaking their head, they're rolling their eye, okay, that's one school. Then another one is to mortify themselves. They don't even wear anything. They're totally naked. Then they put the ashes all over the body. That's good. That's supposed to be my review of ashes, but not overdoing it. Not overdoing it. It becomes trauma. Go on.
I think, Doctor, we take the next verse. Yeah, let's take the next verse.
Okay, A 19.3, ending craving. Thus have I heard. One time, the Buddha was staying at Anathapindida's ashrama in Jetavana of Shravasti. At that time, Shakra, the lord of the Devas, went to Buddha. Upon arriving, he bowed his head at Buddha's feet, stood to one side, and said, "How does a bhikshu cut off desires, liberate the mind, and reach the ultimate state of peace, free from all afflictions, revered by both devas and humans?" Buddha said to Shakra, "Kaushika, if a bhikshu hears this teaching on Shunya and understands that all things are devoid of inherent existence, he will fully comprehend all phenomena and know them as they truly are, whether experiencing pleasant, unpleasant, or natural sensations. He contemplates the impermanence of this body and sees that all things are Shunya. Having observed the changes in these neutral sensations, he does not give rise to thoughts. Without thoughts, there is no fear. Without fear, he attains nirvana. Birth and death are exhausted. The noble life is fulfilled. What needed to be done is done, and there is no further existence. He knows this as it truly is. This chakra is how a bhikshu cuts off desire, liberates the mind, and reaches the ultimate state of peace, free from all afflictions, revered by both devas and humans." At that time, Shakra bowed at Buddha's feet, circumambulated him 3 times, and then withdrew. At that time, Venerable Mahamodkalyan was seated not far from Buddha, cross-legged with an upright body and mind focused in meditation. He thought, "Did Shakra, the lord of the Devas, ask about the path after having attained it, or did he ask without having attained it? I shall test him." Then Venerable Mahamudgalyan used his supernatural power and, in the time it takes to bend and stretch an arm, arrived in the Triyastrimsa heaven, heaven of 33. At that time, Shakra, seeing Mahamodgalyan approaching from afar, rose from his seat and said, "Welcome, Venerable Mahamodgalyan. It has been a long time since you last came here. I wish to discuss the Dharma with you. Please take a seat here." Mahamodgalyan asked Shakra, "Buddha spoke to you about the method of cutting off desire. I wish to hear it. Now is the time. Please explain it to me." Shakra replied, "I am currently occupied with many Deva affairs, both my own and those of other Devas. What I heard, I have already forgotten. In the past, Mahamodgalyan, when the Devas fought with the Asuras, on the day of the battle, the Devas were victorious and the Asuras retreated. At that time, I personally led the Devas back to the heavenly palace and sat in the hall of supreme victory. Because of the victory in battle, it is called the hall of supreme victory. Its steps and path are perfectly aligned, and at each step there are 700 pavilions. In each pavilion there are 7 celestial maidens, and each maiden has 7 attendants. Venerable Mahamudgalyan, I invite you to look around." At that time, Shakra and Vaishravana, the lord of the north, followed Venerable Mahamudgalyan to the hall of supreme victory. Shakra and Vaishravana said to Mahamudgalyan, "This is the hall of supreme victory. Please look around." Mahamudgalyan said, "Heavenly King, this place is extremely marvelous. It is the result of merits accumulated in past lives, which have brought about this naturally adorned hall. Just as in human world, there are small places of joy where people celebrate. This heavenly palace is no different. It is all the result of merit from past lives. At that time, the celestial maidens surrounding Sakra scattered in all directions, not knowing where to go, just as human might feel ashamed and avoid certain situations. When they saw Mahamudgalyan approaching from afar, they scattered in confusion. At that time, Mahamudgalyan thought, Shakra is very indulgent. I should now make him feel fear. Then Venerable Mahamudgalyan pressed the ground with his right foot, causing the palace to shake 6 times. Sakra and Vaishravana were filled with terror, their hair standing on the end, and they thought, this Mahamudgalyan possesses great supernatural power, able to make this palace shake 6 times. How extraordinary! How remarkable! This has never happened before. At that time, Mahamudgalyan thought, now that Shakra is filled with fear, I shall ask him about the profound meaning. He said, Kaushika, Buddha spoke to you about the method of cutting off desire. Now is the time. Please explain it to us. Should we take a pause here?
Yeah.
You can continue.
Continue.
Okay. Shakra replied, Mudgalyan, I previously went to Buddha, bowed at his feet and stood to one side. I then asked him, how does a bhikshu cut off desires, liberate the mind and reach the ultimate state of peace, free from all affliction, revered by both devas and humans? Buddha said to me, Kaushika, when bhikshu hear the dharma, they become free from attachment and do not cling to forms. They fully comprehend all phenomena and understand that they are devoid of inherent existence. Having understood all phenomena, whether pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, they contemplate their impermanence and see that they are extinguished without remainder, without destruction. Having observed this, they become free from attachment, do not give rise to worldly thoughts, and are without fear. Without fear, they attain nirvana. Birth and death are exhausted. The noble life is fulfilled. What needed to be done is done, and there is no further existence. They know this as it truly is. This chakra is how a bhikshu cuts off desire, liberates the mind, and reaches the ultimate state of peace, free from all afflictions, revered by both devas and humans. After hearing this, I bowed at Buddha's feet, circumambulated him 3 times, and then withdrew, returning to the heavens. At that time, Venerable Mahamudgalyan explained the profound dharma to Shakra and Vaishravana in detail. After explaining the dharma, Mahamudgalyan, in the time it takes a strong man to bend and stretch his arm, disappeared from the Trayastrimsa heaven and returned to Jetavana in Shravasti. He went to Buddha, bowed at his feet, and sat to one side. At that time, Mahamudgalyan said to Buddha, the Tathagata previously spoke to Shakra about the method of cutting off desire. I beseech Buddha to explain it to me as well. Buddha said to Mahamudgalyan, you should know that Shakra came to me, bowed at my feet, stood to one side. He asked me, how does a bhikshu cut off desire and liberate the mind? I told Shakra, Kaushika, if a bhikshu understands that all phenomena are shunya and devoid of inherent existence, and is free from attachment, fully comprehending that all phenomena are impermanent, extinguished without remainder and without destruction, he will become free from attachment, not give rise to worldly thoughts, and be without fear. Without fear, he will attain nirvana. Birth and death are exhausted. The noble life is fulfilled. What needed to be done is done, and there is no further existence. He knows this as it truly is. This chakra is how a bhikshu cuts off desire and liberates the mind. At that time, Shakra rose from his seat, bowed at my feet, and then withdrew, returning to the heavens. At that time, Mahamudgalyana, having heard Buddha's word, he followed it with joy.
Yes, Doctor.
This one is very interesting one, you know. This Sakra, after listening to Buddha, go back to his senses, parents, forgotten everything. So sometimes the Buddha say, when your environment is too good, you know, it may not be conducive to practice Dhamma. Because you're too comfortable, too good, you know. Okay, so there is no motivation, you know, for you to practice Dhamma. Okay, so those people who are in the heaven, it's very difficult for them to practice Dhamma because whatever the wish always fulfilled, you know, and not easy for them to practice. Okay, but even then, there's a Mogal, young Amayana, okay, try to explain the whole thing again, and you see they repeat the teaching again and again. You know. Even you know everything, he asks Buddha to repeat again to confirm what he said is correct. It's the way, it's quite a good way, you know, this thing. Now there are a few keywords, no? Keywords, one is the sunya. Sunya, first of all, was no, okay, emptiness, okay. Then associated with sunya are fearless. You see, when you come to this thing, right, it talk a lot about fearlessness, no? Come fearless. Fearless here, actually it means worry. More towards worry. Okay, worry. Okay, so when it says fearless, I mean it's when you get rid of your worry, then you can achieve nirvana. Okay, and this the fear is something that is not easy to get rid of. No? And you see in our sunya practice, many sunyati come along. Many of them have a lot of worry. They have
I think we have freezed.
so
Internet
one thing
issue.
we are very clear, no? That they can get rid of the fear.
Doctor, I think we have some internet issue. Your
you
screen
hear
is
me?
freezed. Yeah, the screen is freezed. Maybe, yeah, internet
hear me?
issue. Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. You can go on. Can you hear me? Doctor, can you hear us? Or maybe you need to rejoin? Yeah, maybe doctor will rejoin. Seems to be an internet issue,
Yeah.
but we can get it sorted out. Oh, then you should reduce it. Yeah, and we are having some internet issue when doctor is joining us. So he's joining us again. Let's see if yes,
Yeah.
doctor, all good now. No voice. Doctor, your audio. We cannot hear you. No. We no, cannot hear you. No, cannot hear you. No, we cannot hear you. No, cannot hear you. No, cannot hear you. You need to restart. Maybe restart, doctor. You can log him out and let him come again. So
Yeah. So
these hiccups always happen when you use technology, and that's fine. We should wait. We'll see how doctor joins, and we will continue as we see. Now I think we finished three verses today,
yeah.
and if time permits, so I think we can take one more if doctor also joins us. Because the other one is short, right?
Short, yes. Only
Yeah,
one page.
the next one is a few ones are short. Okay.
Both are small.
Both are small, so
Yeah.
we can take them up. No, not a problem. The only thing is we wait for doctor to join. In the meantime, I think we can continue. Yeah, he with a phone connection. So let's quickly take up the next verse till the time doctor joins us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So EA 19.4, The Lion. Thus have I heard. One time, the Buddha was staying at Anathapindida's ashrama in Jetavana of Shravasti. At that time, Bhagwan said to the bhikshus, there are two kinds of beings in the world who, when they
let's
see.
wait. I think doctor joins us. We see. Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
perfect.
No, the version that we're using, are you using the free version or paid version?
Paid version, doctor. We pay good premium version.
Yeah, premium version. My goodness, you people
No.
are very lousy service now.
No, doctor. The problem is sometimes your this thing when you are changing your internet places. This one is a very low internet. I don't know why. Otherwise, your everything is very good. This time, yesterday and today is bad connection.
No, because I'm in Dubai now.
Ah.
I'm in Dubai now. I'm in Dubai.
So maybe
Maybe I said the house. Maybe the Wi-Fi may not be that strong.
maybe we get the strong Wi-Fi there. Okay, so doctor, let's.
Yeah.
We have two more verses to go.
Yeah.
Two more verses to go for today.
Yeah, okay, please.
Yeah. So let's take the lion.
EA 19.4 The Lion. Thus have I heard. One time, the Buddha was staying at Anathapindida's ashrama in Jetavana of Shravasti. At that time, Bhagwan said to the bhikshus, there are two kinds of beings in the world who, when they see lightning and hear thunder, feel no fear. Who are these two? The lion, king of beasts, and the arhat, who has exhausted all defilements. Thus, bhikshus, these two in the world do not feel fear when witnessing lightning and thunder. Therefore, bhikshus, you should strive to become an arhat, free from defilements. Thus, bhikshus, you should practice in this way. When the bhikshus heard what the Buddha said, they followed it with joy.
Yes, I think we are talking about two kinds of people, right?
Yeah.
And beings, and Buddha is comparing the lion and the arhat to be same.
Yeah.
So, doctor, any words from your side on the Buddha comparing the lion and the? You still have a disturbance in voice, doctor. Yeah, maybe that way. This phone is not good.
Because this have been phone how many times now? It's
Oh. Microphone issue, yeah. Maybe that is the issue. So we log you out from here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so
Yes.
as you saw, that two types of beings Buddha is talking about, and they're talking about who do not fear even the lightning and the thunder, because most of these animals, when they hear a lightning or see a lightning or hear a thunder, they just run away. But a lion is not like that, and so is a arhat. They say they also do not have any kind of fear, not the fear of the seeing a lightning, whether it strikes or it doesn't strike, because he's gone beyond the fear
Physical
of death.
form.
He doesn't get feared with that, neither with the sound of thunder. Okay, and so Buddha is saying that one has to strive to become an arhat free of defilements. So this kind of attachments, free of that, and thus one should practice in this way. So try to, seek to becoming an arhat, and that's our journey, and that's exactly what Shunya is also trying to help you to become fearless. You saw the previous one also, Buddha talk about being fearless.
Yeah.
Okay, and means at the end, it's without living a life without worry, without fear, is what is going to actually give you nirvana. And here also, an arhat is also like that only. So we have to understand that living in fear, living with anxiety, living with worry, takes away the essence of life from us. And one who is free from all this anxiety, worry, stress, is actually living a life of nirvana, and is actually on the path of Buddhahood. Okay. I think that brings us to the next chapter, the unwise.
Yeah. EA 19.5. Okay. Should we wait for doctor?
Yeah, we will wait for doctor. So we will quickly, because maybe he has a point of view on that also.
So we have seen in lot of verses they compared lion and arhat.
Yeah.
So the roar of lion and now.
Now, doctor, speak. Cannot hear you. Audio?
Can I hear?
Yeah, we can hear. Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear me. Yeah.
Very clearly, very clearly.
No, I try to landscape. It become. My goodness, what happened? This now instead using iPhone, now I'm using Samsung. Okay, let's continue.
Yes, doctor. So the here it is about the two kinds of beings that Buddha is talking about, and he is saying that the lion, the king of the beasts, and the arath, both have exhausted all their defilements. Hence, they do not fear any lightning, and neither do they fear when they hear the sound of thunder. And one has to try to become like that, fearless, so that you don't live with any kind of worry or anxiety.
Yeah.
入侵物种每年给全球带来的成本。
Yeah, this is the thing. So actually, Buddha always associates with this Dhammaduta, with this what they call
Lion.
with lions, no? Where lions are fearless. Okay, so roar like a lions mean you expound the Dhamma fearlessly, you know, not yelling at top of your lung, like what the Nichiren do. No. Roar like a lion mean you are fearless, because when you explain the Dhamma, many people challenge you, you know. Okay, they challenge you this thing. They have different opinion. They have different idea. Sometimes not easy, you know. You have to be fearless. You have to be fearless. No need to fear. You have not done anything wrong. Why should you fear? Okay.
Right.
So keep on talking about fearlessness. Okay. So those who practice the Dhamma, they have no fear. Okay, they have no fear, and we have seen that in our sunya this practice. No, many people come to us even in a few days practice, in 1 week's practice. Much of the worry disappear. No. Okay, they become much more stable.
Yeah.
They go back with a stable people. Yeah, we have seen that quite a lot. Yeah.
So, doctor, let's take the last verse for today. The unwise.
Yeah, please.
EA 19.5 The Unwise. Thus
The
have I
unwise, yeah.
heard. One time, the Buddha was staying at Anatpindida's ashrama in Jetavana of Shravasti. At that time, Bhagwan said to the bhikshus, "There are two factors that prevent the growth of wisdom. What are these two?" Now, being eager to ask learned individuals questions and being attached to sleep with no diligence. Bhikshus, these two factors hinder wisdom. On the other hand, there are two factors that lead to great wisdom. What are these two? Being eager to inquire about the meanings of teaching from others and not being attached to sleep, but instead having a diligent mind. Thus, bhikshus, these two factors lead to wisdom. You should cultivate the practice of abandoning unwholesome qualities. Thus, bhikshus, you should practice this way. When the bhikshus heard what the Buddha said, they followed it with joy.
Yeah, these are very straightforward advice, no?
Very straightforward.
When you practice, don't go for sleep, don't go for this thing, don't be too lazy, you know, in the practice. Put enough strength into the practice, although, but don't be too lazy. Okay, many people, they have a wrong thinking about meditation. They thought that meditation is sitting there doing nothing, relax. No, this is not meditation. No, meditation, you have to spend energy. Okay, get rid of this obstacle, rid of this mental obstacle. Okay, observe your mental thing rightly. Okay, so that is the proper way of this meditation. Okay, so that when you go to the agamas, you go to the nikayas, no, there is a lot of advice how you should practice. Okay, this thing. So first you should spend strength. No, you see, even it did 8 normal paths. Okay, 8 normal paths are about effort. There are 3 things. No, first right accent. Right effort, right livelihood, 3 things, you know. All these things are to do with energy. You must spend energy to practice. You cannot say, "Oh, I just relax." No, I'm doing nothing, then I try to achieve something. There's no such thing, no. Okay, do school, do nothing, sitting nothing there. They are going to decay. They're going to rot away. They're going to rot away like the fruits, no, rotting. It's very risky, you know. Okay, so these are people, you have to be very careful with them. Yeah.
And many schools, doctor, they do not support the questionings or inquiry. And here Buddha is telling very clearly that you should be eager to inquire about the meanings of the teachings
Man,
from others.
Those schools, they cannot answer. How can they open this thing? They themselves don't understand anything. Then how to answer your question?
True.
They just take this something to make money, Then they make it difficult. The best thing is you don't understand. Then you have to keep on learning from him, Because you don't understand. They make it the thing very difficult. Okay. Then again and again you have to practice, Or level 1, level 2, or 1 level, 1 money, Okay. This the thing. This This all at the end of the day something to do with money, Okay. Then even we also the Une MM company that we open for Q&A,
Absolutely.
Other one they don't go Q&A, they work now. The member ask about how you calculate the bonus. The bonus are not not transparent. Then they end up big quarrel with the company. Our system, we are very bonus. We are very transparent. Everybody can check everything. Yeah, transparent.
True. I think, Doctor, that wraps up for today's Agamas sessions on the 5 verses we did. I think if you could just quickly summarize today's understanding, then we can open the floor for questions.
Today, the first one talk about Punarika, the lotus flower. No, actually, even a Chinese scholar, they like this lotus flower because it is from the mud, but it's not the pond.
I think today we've been having some internet issues. So we have a free screen.
Yeah.
No problem.
So
quickly, if you have to say very clearly, we did understand, as doctor said, about the lotus flower and how everybody is actually in a process of coming out from the dirt, and to become that blooming flower on the surface. Okay, and for that one has to strictly make sure that they follow we did the next thing is not to go in the extremes of things, and then after we look at one has not to go to the extremes. Dr. Lim said very clearly. Yeah, doctor. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kicked out. I don't know why.
No, internet, doctor, internet.
Yeah. Maybe I have to upgrade the internet inside my house now.
Yeah.
Maybe they just use a simple one.
Yeah. So, doctor, first we finish the Pundarika flowers, the lotus that comes out from the dirt and then finally blooms.
Yeah.
So everybody, in whatever stage they are, they will, when they listen to the Dhamma, they will have one day a chance to bloom.
Yeah. They may be under the water now, never mind. One day they are above the water and they bloom like a beautiful flower.
Chapter 2, doctor, we did today verse was extremes. Take on you, Do not go on the extremes.
Yeah, don't go for extreme. Two extreme. Indulgence, okay, and you go and torture yourself.
And then the third one, doctor, was craving of the desire which Chakra had. And when he comes and he asks that is the way, becoming fearless.
Yeah. No, he enjoyed his life. No, he defeated Asura. No, he is a idiot. Actually, he married the princess of Asura.
Yeah.
Then dumb away the princess, then the Asura become very angry and fight with his family problem. It's a family problem. Because Asura, the women are very beautiful,
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
Then Sakla, I think he go and married the princess of Asura. Then after that, he become toxic, because toxic man, the toxic man. Okay, he throw away the wife. Then Asura become very angry and having great war with him.
Yeah, and then doctor, the fourth we did that how to be like a lion and arhant, fearless.
Yeah. Roll like a lion. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be fearless in preaching, not yelling at all your lung. Not like those people keep on yelling. No, don't yell. Okay, lower your voice. Okay, this thing, but you should be fearless.
Yeah, and the last
go everywhere and preach.
And the last chapter we did was where you should be eager to ask questions and learn, and from the wise people, and also not to be engaged too much into sleep and that laziness.
Yeah. Laziness, you should do away with laziness. No, laziness is everywhere now. People
Yeah.
sit there and they go to sleep now.
Yeah.
That's laziness. You still remember one school come to see you, he says it's good that you can sleep
Snore.
now.
If you snore, you're doing good practice.
Yeah, what the idiot is that? From where get this teaching, you know? From where? No, this guru, they said this Baba in India, my goodness, they have a, I think we should give them the imaginative, what do you call, the imaginative trophy, you know. They're full of imagination, you know.
Best imagination guru or
Yeah,
Baba.
best imagination. Yeah, the Baba, the best imagination. They imagine the whole thing, then they started to teach, you know. Then they make money from that.
True. So, Doctor, I think we open the floor for questions. If any questions.
Yeah. Any question, yeah.
No. I think, Doctor, very straightforward. I had no questions on this.
Yeah, 100%. So I'll see you next week in Nikaya.
Okay. Yeah, Doctor.
Okay.
Thank you so
Doctor.
much for
Yeah.
your time.
Okay, so
Bye-bye.
So today I'm going back to Malaysia.
Oh,
so maybe
okay.
the next
Good
week
connection.
I am from Malaysia. I
Yes.
think we have a better Wi-Fi there.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Safe trip, Doctor. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was a wonderful session.
Yeah.
Apart from the little technical issues,
Yeah.
but we got to learn about the middle part. That
Yeah.
in all the 5 verses, what I understood was balance is very important.
Yeah, balance is important because we getting imbalance with the life struggles is
Yes.
natural, but to in that imbalance to still keep your balance is more important, you know. And who said there is not going to be an imbalance? Every moment there is an imbalance. That is why there is the need for balance. Otherwise, there is no need for balance, right?
Yeah.
So technically, when you look at life, life is full of dukkha. But that is why there is an opportunity to navigate through the dukkha and liberate yourself. So I think in all the situations that we have in life, circumstances, if one can see through that without complaining, that it is an opportunity, whatever situation, whatever circumstance, is an opportunity for me to upgrade myself and go beyond what this situation is demanding. I think that is what progress is. And Buddha's ways is very progressive. It's a way of prosperity. It's a way for affirming yourself that state of mind of peace and making sure that you experience joy, because joy is ultimately what we are we have to take from this life, right?
Yeah.
And one has to enjoy life in this particular way by living it fully, in 100%, not getting attached to anything, but yet, like a river that flows within its bank,
Yeah.
we should be able to do our duty, do our responsibility, enjoy life to the fullest.
So we should live our life to the 100, but we should not be attached and live in balance.
Yes.
So as a doctors, what we see nowadays, people are suffering. That is mostly because of imbalances.
Yes.
So if people are aware of all these teachings and they can implement the balance in their life, there will be no dukkhas.
Absolutely. Take life easy,
Yeah.
because ease is what we need,
Yeah.
not dis-ease. Right?
Yeah.
And so don't live in dis-ease. Don't
Dis-ease.
live in dis-ease. Means don't make it so difficult that you are away from the ease of life.
Yeah.
And I think today people suffer from disease.
Yeah.
And Shunya is one of the way that can bring down your life to ease.
Ease.
And you'll be free from disease.
Very well said,
Yeah.
doctor. Very well said.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, doctor.
Thank you.
for
Thank
your
you so
time.
much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
So it was a wonderful session. We'll see you next week on Saturday morning 8:30 with Hindi Nikaya series. Until next time, thank you.
It was spread throughout India. पूरी दुनिया में ये spread होगा. When India started to practice शून्य, जब इंडिया ने practice करना शुरू कर दिया शून्य का,
But the ancient Chinese description, India.
जैसे जो चाइनीज थे पुराने, उन्होंने इंडिया के बारे में कुछ बताया है।
Simple,
वो एक साधारण देश है,
elegance,
लेकिन उसमें कुछ खूबसूरती है,
most importantly, majestic.
और सबसे बड़ी चीज है महान है।
Sabas India.
तो ये है इंडिया, साधारण, खूबसूरत और महान।
It was spread throughout India.
पूरी दुनिया में ये स्प्रेड होगा।
When India started